Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of the D. Elliott Fitness live stream. Today we have a different video on a different, it's not technically semen retention, but I look at it as it's in the same element, put it in the same category in a sense, because one thing that nobody talks about when it comes to semen retention is that there can be some attacks that's going to come at you. There will be attacks that come at you. Not maybe. There will be attacks that come at you, because you always hear about the good side of semen retention. The pros, the pros, the pros. What about the cons? But you shouldn't be worried about the cons, but you should understand them. And the cons should let you know how you need to handle it. And today's show is going to be about the, the warning signs of a spiritual attack. The warning signs of spiritual attacks. Because understand that when you have a spiritual attack, you need to be rooted in discipline, structure, your word, and everything else that comes with it. Because it requires implicit obedience. And with that obedience, it does come with spiritual attacks, because it wants to take you off your pivot. It wants to endow you with fear. It wants to place doubt inside of you, because it doesn't want you to wake up and figure out who you are and what it is that you're here for and your true purpose. And the evil that is going to attack you has no limit and has no boundaries whatsoever. It'll use your mother, your dad, your children. It don't care. Then it'll try to induce fear. It'll even threaten you with prison. It'll use fear and doubt to make you feel worthless and fearful. Like there's nothing that you can do or there's no way out. Always keep your mind clear. Always have yourself rooted in the word. Because the spiritual attacks is telling you that there is a God. Because if there's evil that's attacking you, then there has to be a polar opposite. So stay rooted in the word of God at all times. And stay focused on your purpose. Keep fear away from you. False evidence appearing real is fear. Don't let it hinder you. Stay strong, stay rooted, keep pushing, keep fighting, stay focused on the plan that you have ahead. Stay deep into prayer, meditation, and the word. Let God take care of the rest, and you focus on your purpose and keep driving, and watch everything around you decimate and disappear, because the evil tried to take you out, but you don't have fear inside of you. Fill yourself up with righteousness. And keep your conduct good at all times. So this one is going to be by, I'm going to butcher this name, Senend. I guess that's the name of it. But I'm going to look at the warnings of spiritual attacks. So just know that when you're on your path to semen retention, you're praying, you're meditating, you're controlling your diet, you're eating healthy, you're exercising, and you're keeping your thoughts in alignment, your thoughts, your words, your actions in alignment, you're going to have spiritual attacks. That's fine. Know how to handle it. And once you handle it, don't stop. Keep pushing and keep evil away from you at all times, because it cannot prevail. Stay rooted in your word. Keep God first. Let's go ahead and get to this video. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. James 4:1.
In the realm of spirituality, the concept of a spiritual attack is often shrouded in mystique and mystery. While it is a topic that transcends religious boundaries, it is essential to delve into its intricacies, especially concerning those who consider themselves the chosen ones of the universe. In this video, we will embark on a journey to understand the important signs of a spiritual attack, shedding light on the often subtle yet profound ways in which it manifests. It's a subject that requires discernment and vigilance, for the spiritual battlefield is one where the consequences can extend beyond the realm of the ethereal into our daily lives.
By the way, one thing I did forget to say, hit the like button. Yes, that like button right there. Go ahead and hit that down there. Click on that to get this algorithm going. Let's get people to hear this message, because we're all going through some kind of battle. We may not know how to handle it, and that's what I'm here for, to let you understand that there's a way that you need to handle these battles. Correct your conduct. Get in alignment with your thoughts, words, and actions. Stay rooted in your word, prayer, and meditation at all times. And don't doubt yourself, and do not allow fear to manifest inside of you. Stay focused on your purpose, your plan, your goals. Stay focused on it. And defeat whatever evil comes into your way, because it doesn't stand a chance, because you are a God. Let's continue.
You may have noticed that one of the most insidious signs of a spiritual attack is the gradual development of apathy towards spiritual matters.
If you don't know what apathy is, let me pull it up real quick. Apathy, lack of interest, enthusiasm, or concern. Apathy.
It's as if a heavy fog descends upon your once enthusiastic heart, causing you to lose interest in the very practices that used to fill you with joy and purpose. Whether it's the dwindling commitment to your daily spiritual practices, the waning enthusiasm for sharing the universe's wisdom and message, or the difficulty in sustaining your spiritual disciplines, these subtle shifts are indicative of a spiritual siege. In order to break your connection with the universe, the evil orchestrates this lethargic feeling purposefully. Like a cunning predator, it seeks to isolate its prey from the safety of its herd. Why? Because the malevolent forces recognize that once the universe is pushed to the periphery of your life, your soul becomes a more accessible target. They understand that a weakened bond with the universe leaves you vulnerable, like a ship adrift without its anchor. The evil's ultimate goal is to diminish your spiritual strength, for it knows that as a chosen one of the universe, your potential to bring about positive change in the world is boundless. Hence, vigilance is not just a virtue, it is your shield against this insidious tactic. Guard your relationship with the universe zealously, for it is the foundation upon which your spiritual fortitude is built.
That right there in itself has a profound understanding as far as semen retention goes. When you're building up and you're building up the essence, the life force inside of you, you have to be aligned with prayer, meditation, exercise, diet, a correct mindset, alignment with your thoughts, words, and actions at all times. And that right there just tapped into everything that I talk about. Let's continue.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation where it seems as though life is conspiring to strip you of your resources? While there are often natural fluctuations in our financial well-being, sometimes this phenomenon can be a manifestation of a spiritual attack. It's as though the malevolent forces are strategically engineering circumstances that force you to make a choice between your faith in the universe and worldly gains. These dilemmas are designed to test your commitment, and they often prey on your desires and needs. The evil is a cunning adversary, adept at identifying your vulnerabilities. It understands that by manipulating your financial stability or creating conditions that challenge your access to resources, it can unsettle your spiritual foundation. When you're cornered and faced with the stark decision of choosing between the universe and material gain, recognize it as a spiritual battle.
That was a word. Because a lot of the times we fall onto hard times, and finances are one of the things that will take you off your pivot, mentally, physically, and spiritually. But it's a test. Understand it's a test, and overcome the test. Do not let it hinder you. It's going to hurt, but it's like expansions and contractions. It's like a financial economic cycle. Don't stop what it is that you're doing when you're going through these times of being constricted. Keep up your same spiritual practice. Keep up your same discipline that got you to where you are, and keep that same discipline through the hard times. And you're going to catapult through it further than you could ever imagine. Let's keep going.
Material gain. Recognize it as a spiritual battle. Divine intervention is necessary during these moments when you need guidance from the universe. Remember that as a chosen one of the universe, you have been granted the authority to trample on obstacles and overcome the powers of the enemy. You can navigate these challenges and emerge spiritually fortified through your unwavering faith in the universe.
Let's run that back real quick in case you didn't hear that.
It as a spiritual battle. Divine intervention is necessary during these moments when you need guidance from the universe. Remember that as a chosen one of the universe, you have been granted the authority to trample on obstacles and overcome the powers of the enemy. You can navigate these challenges and emerge spiritually fortified through your unwavering faith in the universe.
With your unwavering faith, you have been granted the right to trample over all obstacles, dude. So that means that step fearlessly, step bold. No fear, no doubt whatsoever. Be strong and be extremely confident and positive in what it is that you're doing. You're granted that. It was given to you. Just remember that. It was given to you. It was given to you. The power to trample over obstacles. And you trample over that obstacles by staying in alignment with your thoughts, words, and actions in your extreme strong prayer life and meditation. Don't allow nothing to stop you from it. No fear whatsoever. Destroy anything that tries to get in your way, because you have that right to, and that right was given to you from a higher source that only no one can explain exactly. Well, actually, yes, they can explain exactly where the higher source is, but it's not a higher source of material gains. It's a higher source of the Alpha and the Omega. Let's continue.
Experiencing persistent physical fatigue, even after ample rest, may seem unrelated to spiritual matters, but it can be a subtle indication of a spiritual attack. This relentless weariness, which leaves you feeling drained and lethargic, often extends beyond the realm of the physical. A fatigued body is less likely to engage in spiritual exercises, such as prayer and meditation, according to malevolent forces. Putting you in a constant state of exhaustion can be part of their strategy to weaken your spiritual resolve. Recognize that the evil's tactics can manifest not only through overt spiritual challenges, but also through physical and mental weariness. A spiritual siege occurs when you're consistently unable to muster the energy to do spiritual practices. The evil may also orchestrate circumstances in your life that keep you excessively busy, leaving you too drained to devote time to prayer or meditation. Remember that the universe is the everlasting source of strength. Even when your physical body is fatigued, you can turn to the universe for renewal and vitality. As a chosen one of the universe, you possess the ability to tap into the universe's boundless energy to overcome these attacks and find spiritual rejuvenation. A weakened prayer life can be a profound indicator of a spiritual attack. Your connection with the universe, nurtured through prayer, is not a mere ritual, but a lifeline to the spiritual realm. When you start viewing prayer as a burdensome task, it signifies that the universe's grip on your soul may be slipping. The evil often paves the way for this by creating distractions and disturbances in your life that pull you away from your spiritual path. Soren Kierkegaard once wisely remarked, "Prayer does not change the universe, but it changes the one who prays." It is the transformation within you, the communion with the divine, that prayer fosters. However, when distractions lead you to walk in the flesh rather than the spirit, your prayer life may suffer and your spiritual connection may wither. Distractions can take many forms, from the demands of a hectic modern life to the allure of worldly pursuits. As a chosen one of the universe, it's essential to recognize the snares laid by the malevolent forces that seek to hinder your spiritual growth. Your aversion to prayer may signify that the evil has succeeded in disrupting your spiritual communion. In times like these, it's crucial to rekindle your connection with the universe. Lean on the universe's strength to guide you back to the path of fervent prayer. Pray Prayer is your direct line to the divine, and even when it feels like a burden, persisting in this sacred practice can revitalize your spirit and fortify your defenses against the adversary's schemes. There are moments in life when everything seems to spiral.
Prayer, meditation are paramount. It's a must do. Don't stop doing it. Make it a lifestyle. That's why I'm always big on talking about routines. You ever notice that a lot of rich people, they have routines? Always keep a routine. My personal opinion would be to keep a routine early in the morning. Good stretching, light little, like a light little workout, maybe something that takes like 15, 20 minutes, but keep like a good stretch. Warm your body up, get yourself like nice and lubricated, get the joints going and all that good stuff. And make that what you do in the morning. And it's not even it's not for you. If you can look at it that way, it's not for you. You're doing this routine because you're starting your day off the right way, and it's a blessing that you even got up today. It's not about you. It's for a higher calling, a higher purpose. You know, you start your day off that way every single morning, and you get up as early as you can before everybody wakes up, and you dedicate that time and you dedicate that moment to your stretch, your routine. Have some nice quiet time, clean up a little bit, do what you got to do, and then dive into some prayer, dive into some meditation. And keep it in a nice, quiet, dark place. Stay still. Don't move. When you pray, you talk. When you meditate, you listen. You quiet your mind. You remove all thoughts that come into your head. And you listen. And you strengthen yourself with the prayer that was said and the meditation that you dive into. Just remember that. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the gratitude that you have, to be grateful, to be able to even be able to have that chain of thought. But let's continue.
There are moments in life when everything seems to spiral into chaos, and an overwhelming sense of confusion and helplessness engulfs you. As a chosen one of the universe, you are accustomed to a sense of clarity and divine direction that accompanies your spiritual journey. However, when you find yourself battling a persistent fog of fear, anxiety, and confusion, it's an indication that you may be under a spiritual attack. The malevolent forces behind these attacks aim to disrupt your connection with the universe and make you feel isolated and defenseless. Your guiding force and protector is the universe, and these emotions shouldn't be your primary focus. The evil often attempts to burden your heart with worries about the challenges. The isolated aim to disrupt your connection with the universe and make you feel isolated and defenseless. Your guiding force and protector is the universe, and these emotions shouldn't be your primary focus. The evil often attempts to burden your heart with worries about the challenges and uncertainties in your life, diverting your attention from your spiritual path. It is during these moments that you should remind yourself of the universe's promise. The universe is with you at all times, and you need not succumb to fear and anxiety. By entrusting your concerns to the universe and staying attuned to its guidance, you can break free from the shackles of confusion and helplessness and reclaim your spiritual strength. You may have experienced moments in your spiritual journey when old habits and lifestyles you once renounced suddenly resurface. This phenomenon can be deeply perplexing and disheartening, as it feels like a regression from the progress you've made in your spiritual growth. A spiritual attack is a potential indicator of this resurgence rather than a mere coincidence. In order to weaken your spiritual resolve and hinder your progress, the malevolent forces at work entice you back to your former ways. Samuel Johnson wisely noted, "The chains of habit are too weak to be felt until they are too strong to be broken." These old habits, once rekindled, can exert a powerful hold on your life. A common strategy of the evil is to exploit your vulnerabilities or tempt you through bad relationships and past behaviors. Before you know it, you may find yourself entangled once more in behaviors that you had once wholeheartedly renounced. Hope is far from lost in this situation. You must always remember that the universe is always willing to extend its mercy and deliver you from these old habits. Seek refuge in your faith and reliance on the universe's strength. Recognize that setbacks are not synonymous with defeat. They are opportunities for redemption and growth. By returning to the universe and seeking its guidance, you can break free from the shackles of your past and emerge stronger on your path as a chosen one of the universe.
Get rid of your vices. Don't allow your vices that you have to define who you are. That's why I'm always preaching to you and telling to you, like in my fitness coaching plans, that you need to get rid of your vices. Your bad habits are your demons. Your vices, drinking, smoking, lusting, fornicating, whatever the case may be, whatever that is, don't allow that to define who you are. Don't let those habits be your character. Replace those vices, those negative vices, with good habits. For example, do something creative, draw, play instrument, go exercise, learn martial arts, learn a new language, go play with your kids, go do volunteer work, something that is opposite of a bad habit, and keep it that way. Because then evil has nothing to tie itself to. As long as you keep a good prayer life, meditation life, exercise, diet, evil won't have nothing to latch on to because you're not doing it any evil. It's trying to find its way in. It can't find its way in. But if it can find its way in through a bad habit, a vice, something that you like to use to escape, then that's how it sneaks in. And it's cunning, like they said. It's not in a rush to get to you, but it'll get to you. Might be a year, might be 2, might be 5. It's a lifestyle, lifelong journey. Try not to slip and fall off of it. And stay vigilant. Let's continue.
It's important to recognize that one of the subtle yet impactful signs of a spiritual attack is the gradual withdrawal from universal relationships and spiritual fellowship. As a chosen one of the universe, your connection with fellow believers and your spiritual community plays a vital role in your journey. However, when you begin to find it increasingly challenging to engage in spiritual studies, prayer meetings, or heart-to-heart conversations with your spiritual leaders, it's a clear indication that your soul may be under attack. The malevolent forces operating behind such attacks understand that distancing yourself from these universal relationships weakens your spiritual foundation. There is a feeling that they want to isolate you, making you feel like a lone traveler in a vast spiritual landscape. Remember the age-old wisdom that states, "There's safety within the fold than wandering alone." This internal urging to withdraw from your spiritual community is a potent sign that you should not overlook. Defending yourself against this spiritual attack requires staying vigilant and understanding that your unity with fellow believers is integral to your strength as chosen one. Seek solace and support within the embrace of your spiritual family, for together you can thwart the divisive tactics of the malevolent forces and rejuvenate your spiritual connection. As a chosen one of the universe, you may have experienced moments when your dreams and visions take on a disconcerting and unsettling character. Instead of being a source of divine guidance, they seem to be filled with ominous or disturbing imagery. It's essential to recognize that these unsettling dreams and visions can be indicative of a spiritual attack. Often, such attackers sow seeds of fear and confusion into your subconscious mind to disrupt your connection with the universe. They understand that by instigating fear and ungodliness in your dreams, they can push you further away from the protective embrace of the universe. Neville Goddard once said, "Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows." This wisdom emphasizes the power of your thoughts and feelings in shaping your reality. Similarly, when your dreams and visions are tainted with fear and darkness, they can lead you down a path of spiritual uncertainty. It's crucial to remember that the universe communicates with you through dreams and visions to provide guidance, peace, and insights into your spiritual journey. If you find yourself encountering disturbing or ungodly imagery, consider it a call to action. Reclaim your dreams and visions as a source of divine enlightenment rather than fear by seeking the universe's guidance and protection. In the face of these spiritual attacks, finding freedom and restoration is possible. Remember to turn to your Maker in times of adversity. Humbly seek the universe's guidance and protection, for the universe is the solid rock upon which your faith can stand. Even if you've faltered and returned to old habits, know that the universe accepts you as you are and is willing to deliver you from the adversary's oppression. Additionally, surround yourself with universal friends who can guide you towards righteousness. Consider submitting to a universal spiritual authority, mentors who can provide accountability and guidance. Taming your desires through spiritual growth is crucial, as the evil often preys on our unbridled desires.
Taming your desires through spiritual growth.
Growth is crucial, as the evil
often preys on your unbridled desires. Get rid of your vices. No fear, no doubts. You gotta feel it. You ever been somewhere where somebody prayed and their voice, the words were so strong you could feel it? But you need to feel that about your own life, your own prayers. It's okay to pray for others as well. I'm not taking that away. But I'm trying to strengthen you to understand that you gotta have that strength within yourself. And you gotta feel it. You gotta know it already happened. When you pray, don't beg. Don't beg. Speak as it's already happened. Demand. Demand, assert, and affirm what it is. And know that you've already got the victory. You've already won. Because remember earlier it said, you've been granted the power to trample over the adversity, the adversaries. And the adversity from the adversaries. You're granted that authority. So use it. Don't be afraid. Don't beg for it. It's yours. Assert it. Let's continue.
Evil often preys on our unbridled desires. In conclusion, understanding and identifying the signs of a spiritual attack is essential for those who consider themselves chosen ones of the universe. By remaining vigilant, seeking the universe's guidance, and nurturing your spiritual growth, you can navigate the challenges posed by malevolent forces and continue on your path of spiritual enlightenment and fulfillment.
All right. And that was the video for today. To me, that was a very strong and powerful one. To understand that, understand that you're going to go through sometimes when you're going to feel like quitting, giving up, or relapsing, or gradually it'll wean you off of your discipline. It'll try to wean you off of your discipline. It'll try to take you off the straight and narrow path. And it'll do it slow. It's like a death by 1,000 cuts. You know, like how they say you feel lethargic, tired, weak. And you're like, why do I keep feeling this way? Maybe it's the food. Maybe it's me going to the gym, whatever it is. But I'm going to the gym too much or whatever. Stay to it. Stay to your discipline. Don't wave from your discipline. That's what's going to give you strength. Your discipline, the actions you take with your discipline, and the vices you get rid of with your discipline, and staying strong with your prayer and meditation life. Don't quit. Don't give it up. Do not quit. Do not give it up. Don't give no evil the opportunity to come in and seep their way into your life. You ain't got time for it. Because in order to achieve your highest self, your spirit is going to require from you, the God inside of you, the Christ consciousness within you will require implicit obedience. That's what it takes. And share that with the rest of the world. Be confident. Be assertive. Be definite of your purpose and your decisions, and stick to your plan. If you can find a mentor on the way on what it is that you want to do, but stick to the plan, see it through to the end, even when you're doing things and you feel like the wheels are rolling but they're not moving. Keep pushing and stay disciplined. Align your thoughts, your words, your action. Pray, meditate, eat a healthy diet. Exercise every single day. It's not about you. It's never about you. It's for a greater macro cause. And you can share that abundance. You can share that greater cause with the rest of the world, especially with the technology we have. We can use it for good or we can use it for bad. But just know that when you try to use it for good, you will be met with an opposing force that does not want you to wake up, that does not want you to see the God inside of you and who you are. There's no reason to fear it. There's no reason to put fear in yourself, anxiety, or doubt. Hope this reaches somebody. Hit the like button on your way out the door, like that button right there. Hit that like down there, get the algorithm out to everybody else. I love you. Stay strong. Persevere through anything that's going on. And don't allow it to hinder your internal state. Don't fall into any vices when problems arise. Don't allow the loss of finances or the lack of material to hinder your spiritual life. It's better to give than receive. Understand that it's not just about giving, or it's not just about receiving all the time, but you will also receive more than you give. But you got to stay rooted in your spiritual practice, because that's the war we're in today. It's a spiritual war, and a lot of people don't see it. And all you can do is tell who you can tell, and hopefully it reaches who it can reach. You can't save everybody, but at least you can say that you put the word out there to let people know that the battle that they're in, that they're fighting, is internal and is spiritual, and to stay rooted in the word of God and the principles that come with it. Methods may be many, but principles are few. And you can put the principles across any religion, as long as the principles bring you to a higher level of consciousness, positive consciousness, where you defeat your lower self and are raised to your higher self. It checks out. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. If you watched this far, like I keep saying always, hit that like button. And until next time, good night. We out of here. Peace.